Okay, well, let's bring in TRT World's editor-at-large, Craig Copetas, who's joining us now from Paris. Craig, good morning. So, the attacks happening on Brussels, but of course there is that Parisian link.
Yes, there is a Parisian link, and French President Francois Hollande about 22 minutes ago called a meeting at the Élysée Palace with the Interior Minister and the Defense Minister. Paris is back on high alert, along with the airports in Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and Eindhoven. In the Netherlands, both airports, Orly and de Gaulle, here are on high alert. The French connection is very important here because Salam Abdel Salam, who was involved in the Bataclan attacks and who was arrested 4 days ago, plotted those attacks from Brussels and, of course, carried them out here. The situation here has, this morning, over the past hour, has intensified to the point that El Al, the Israeli airline, has informed French aviation authorities that they will be grounding all flights to Europe. It is serious in that about 4 days ago, French intelligence had leaked a report, a 55-page report. This is key, Kamali. In this report put together by French intelligence agents, they said that there were 90 potential suicide bombers roaming Europe. And the feeling that I'm getting from French intelligence officials and U.S. officials I've spoke to here in France over the past hour is that this is indeed a group of people from this, whatever you want to call it, a cell. And that the situation on the ground here in Paris will remain a high alert, and there is great concern that what's happening in Belgium today will spill over here to France.
Absolutely, Craig. And I read the report that you were discussing and talked of the huge numbers, just quite stark numbers of people who had entered Europe and were acting as sleeper agents.
Well, what's remarkable about this report is that the former head of French intelligence, which is known as La Piscine, the swimming pool, because their headquarters is located near a swimming pool, said that EU anti-terrorist authorities cannot even agree on how to spell certain Arabic names correctly. So, and he said that it is such a problem that intelligence officials can't really track who is coming in and out of the EU. And he went on to say it's not even Arabic names, but also names that are not in any Romance language. They're having a problem with Cyrillic names as well. This report also pointed out the ease with which these individuals can make bombs. The explosive unit is a substance called TATP. Now, without going into the chemistry on this is something that one can make with using bleach and nail polish remover. You don't need a degree in chemistry or engineering to make one of these bombs, and the ingredients are available over the counter. The final point here has to do with airport security, and this is something the French this morning were talking about. The individuals I spoke with in French intelligence, they're not authorized to speak on the record, so I cannot give you their names. They were making a comparison between the security at French airports, the airport in Brussels, and, of all places, Ataturk Airport in Istanbul. And what's interesting here, anyone who's gone through Ataturk Airport knows there's an outer ring of security. You cannot get into the airport to the place where you check in until your luggage is looked through an X-ray machine. That's not the case here in Europe. And there is concern now that this policy is going to have to be enacted. This same policy, this mechanism, is going to have to be enacted at airports through Europe, which will further inconvenience passengers. Finally, the U.S. intelligence official I spoke with this morning said it was very significant that this explosion, this alleged terrorist attack, took place at an American Airlines counter, and that represented what, in his view, was that America was also under attack. Flights from the American Airlines counter at the airport in Brussels go one place, to the United States of America.
Absolutely. Okay, Craig, from Paris for now, thank you for joining us.